Hi and welcome to the first tutorial of how to use Scratch, which is a brilliant starting tool for programming. So let's get straight away going. Just to talk a bit about what we've got here. We've got our cat here, which is our player, and that's going to be the bit that we animate and move around the screen. We can add in different stuff later on, which we certainly will do. This is where we're going to do all our programming by dragging blocks out, and of course here is all our blocks. So we get motion blocks for moving the cat. We get control blocks for when we want to do things and how we want to do things. Looks, so we can change the looks of the cat. And sensing, so that we can find out if the cat is touching something, or if there's a colour touching another colour, or if the key is pressed. Those are the main four we're going to be using for now. I encourage you to go and have a look at the other ones. Variables we'll certainly be using before too long. And they're if the bit you get that bit right, you're going to be a pretty amazing programmer. So we're going to plod on, and we're going to start making the cat move. So I'm going to drag out this block here that says whenever the green flag is clicked, which just means whenever we press this button, whenever we start the game. So whenever we start the game, I'd like the cat to move. So to do that, I'm going to say forever if, which means always if. Now I'd like to do it always if I'm pressing the, let's say the up arrow maybe, or I'm going to do up arrow, then it will move forward. You'll see why I'm using that control in a minute. So I need to sense to see if the up arrow is being pressed, because it needs to sense that, it needs to see if it is happening. So I'm going to go to the sensing block, and I'm going to go down to sense to see if a key is being pressed. And I'm just going to drag that out, and you'll notice it wants to clip in there. So forever, if the space key is pressed, well I said I wanted it to be the up key, so I just click on this little up arrow here, or down arrow I should say, drop down, and we'll click on up arrow. So forever if the up arrow is pressed, well what do I want to do? And that's what's going to go in here. Well, you'll probably guess which one of these four I'm going to want to use. I want to move the cat, so I'm going to go to motion for moving, and I'll just move the cat forward. Drag that out and clip that in. Let's just test that out. If I press the up arrow now, nothing happens. And the reason for that is our program's not running. So I'm going to hit the green flag, and just note you'll see a white line appear around here which tells me that that block is running. Fantastic, we can see our white line. And if I press the up arrow now, aha, our cat starts to move, which is a great sign. So let's try and make it so maybe our cat looks a little bit too much like a cat and not enough like a car. So maybe that'll be our next step to see if we can make a car move forward. There's a couple of ways we could go about this. We can go and paint a new sprite by clicking on this button just here. Alternately, we could go and change what the cat looks like to make the cat look like a car. So I'm going to go to the costumes section here. So you notice we've got scripts that we're in at the moment. We're going to go to the costumes of the cat. Well, we've got two different costumes for the cat at the moment. I'm going to delete one of them, and we're just going to edit this cat costume to make him look like a car. So edit that. I'm going to clear the canvas so that I can start again, and this is just like using Microsoft Paint if you've used that in your Windows operating system before. So I'm going to go and draw my car, and I'm not very good at art, please don't judge me, and I'm going to do something very basic, but I'm sure you'll do something that looks even better. Maybe get some brown tyres for it. Yeah. Not the most experienced. One thing to notice is when I'm drawing this, the paint editor that we're drawing in always assumes that the thing that we're drawing is facing this way, towards where my mouse is now. So notice I've drawn my car facing that way. If you don't do that, you will have problems later on. You'll also notice I've drawn my car from an over-the-top point of view. Not very well, but it is there. So I'm going to click OK now, and should hopefully see a car instead. Oh, brilliant. So we should be able to run this now. Anytime you do any painting, one thing you'll notice is we've lost that white line. So we know this block isn't running anymore. So I'm just going to go and click on the green button once more and try my up arrow again. Fantastic. We've got a car that moves forward. We'll carry on with this in the next lesson and see if we can start making a racetrack for our car to go around and make it turn.